this is going to be a huge push toward Highway.
Yeah, A split eventually because he shocks the squeaky door as well. Device will be falling back, spots 3 players, and he knows that this could be coming as he focuses his attention towards that aforementioned door.
Running that smoke, but the CT's unable to take advance. Oh, Device could, though. If he sneaks behind them, he's going to try and stay silent. Gets one, nearly another lined up, but they find him on the edge of the smoke. And unfortunately for him, that's going to give up all the ground he thought he could work with. Unfortunately for them as well, it's dupreeh that's left alive and over toward B.
A lot of people might be asking, why are they dropping a smoke on the top of Highway just as they're coming out that position as well? It might look like it doesn't really make sense. They obviously want to have vision, but it means they can get very close to the bomb side. The USPs can't do that much work from the quad area. They get close, flashbang comes in, and they explode together. Device, he gave it a good go, tried to push through that smoke, got towards the barrel position, but only gets 1 kill, and it's be a clean sweep here. For G2, 3 players surviving, and dupreeh, the last player remaining, they didn't have a kit to work with here, so he's just trying to maybe get an exit kill. He wants to save his armor to the next round, where they'll be presumably force buying here. Shoxy finds a USP, and MBK finding most of the kills. He was amazing on train, especially in that first half as well. He did great. So it's good to keep him fired up, if you will. And dupreeh now spotted. And like we said, if he finds 1 kill, it's an extra $300, but just wants to set that armor, really.
He may do.
Indeed, but yes, can't find the shot just yet.
Still trying. Flash goes up, smoke misses. Kenny can't line it up because of it. And that's a bit of an issue, bit of a blunder. Because now it leaves mid-open.
He doesn't know if dupreeh's falling back, but Body seems to know that as a player hiding in towards that position of Neo, it's going to be Kiabi.
Oh, this is even better, though. That smoke down lets Kiabi go back the other way. It actually lets him get out of the smoke. Kenny's miss becomes the reward for Kiabi. He is taken out by Apex in the end, but dupreeh still in behind the bags, has a tight fight heading his way.
Yeah, and they think he's probably fallen back. So this is smart from dupreeh. Okay, Zipex, great backup. Actually keeps his teammate alive and another dink as well.
Especially when he's about to throw the Molotov. It looked like, okay, they've solved it. They know he's there. Boom, in comes Zipex.
Yeah, they were so focused on getting that mid control there. Shut down with the rotations from Astralis. 4 kills obtained so far, and Kenny S, he's going to be on 3 HP. So not really much he can do about this one. And it's going to be a close range or battle between Device and Kenny. And Force buy here. There's plenty of money for G2, but they haven't gone all in. They've got Tech 9's head armor and MBK. He's the only player that's invested everything, and Shoxy opens things up. That's AWP as well. They can slow things right down now. They've got an AWP to play with and 3 Tech 9s, including the MBK AK-47. So Kenny S, like we said, amazing on this map historically. Let's see whether he can get into 5th gear in round number 5. That works, doesn't it?
Does work. I'd prefer 6th gear.
Yeah.
7th, perhaps.
It's not really the same.
If you're running the CVT, you can go to 8 these days.
Yeah. Okay, well.
I've only got 5.
There you go.
Glaive, shoulder check. Backs off. You know me well, Henry. He's gonna flash out as well. Molotov in position so they can't push the ramp. Puts him into a small pit. Glaive knows exactly what it means. Gets the shot. But a Molotov landing behind him. He's got to go aggressive. Finds MBK down to the end by Apex, who now runs into his teammates. Molotov, thankfully, because it would have done further damage than it actually did do. Lineup is perfect from Zipex, but it costs him in the end. And it's the Tracer's fault for doing so. The non-silenced M4. This one certainly is silenced, though, and so too is the man wielding it, dupreeh, trying to slip into the bead tunnels.
He is. He's no kit, though, Matt, and only a couple of flashbangs. 3 T's to find and a bomb to defuse.
I think there's a kid on the site where
there probably is,
Glaive went down.
But it doesn't look like he's even challenging this.
You're not giving me much to work with, Henry.
I know. You could have built up the hype there.
Nah, it's fine. He's got one. You're right. I can't lie. I can't be disingenuous. I just said I wouldn't lie to you.
Yeah. Try and keep that up.
A lie itself.
Well, other CTs with no kits. They still have the AWP device. And 1 smoke remaining. That's about it. Mid-control obtained, though, by G2. B-split looking very likely at this point is MBK. He actually gets towards the fence. The bomb's actually in A storage, you know, so MBK could just be trying to sell some presence towards checkers, and will be falling back indeed. So we have a player towards squeaky door. That's Apex. And A-split will be coming in momentarily, probably to open things up. Ooh, here we go, Kiabi.
Kiabi spotted from Highway, though. That's the biggest weakness when you're in that position, and this straight A take works. Shox wraps in, spots one a truck. Device sure to go down. Apex will take him. Too many men for him to handle. Not a problem for you, Henry. I know, but
it's a bit obvious.
Yeah, well, you laughed, so I just wanted to make it clear.
Around for them. Nothing to defuse the bomb with, but we'll see what happens here. Round number 8. Body boots up the red box, like I said. Pushing into A storage, it makes a lot of sense.
Ooh.
Kenny S ready for it. Beats the flashbang and takes down Zipex.
Kenny is quick.
He is indeed. That's one of his great assets as a Counter-Strike player.
Catch me if you Kenny.
That's not bad. You said that before?
No.
Oh, that's good.
I should have saved it for a good one.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
Kind of blew that one away.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone, Henry. They didn't hear me. I'll use it again. No one will know.
Save it for Pro League finals, maybe.
Keep it quiet. Yeah, element of surprise. Which game in the finals? I'd say the semis.
Semi-final.
G2's not going to make the finals, so...
In the theater, you know.
All right, fair enough. In Dallas, Texas, if you care to join us.
It's going to be a whole one.
It was announced today. Our lovely little photos. Blue on stilts, standing beside Jason. And Chad without a weapon, similar to the loot problems in Battlegrounds.
Yeah, he looked like the farm worker in that picture.
He looked a little wrecked.
Yeah.
A little rundown on life, perhaps. We'll have to check it on.
They gave me a cravat. Okay. I might wear that at the event, though.
You should. That said, it's going to be on to A. G2 wish to go in Apex. Already through to the site. As the door opened inward from his teammate, they can cover off the backside around quad quite quickly. Carey won't be able to do much through the smoke. Kenny takes him down just with the Tech 9. That's fine. Device, meanwhile, goes, oh, okay. He wants an AWP up close. Has to hit that shot, though, surely, because now MBK gets to reposition and re-aim with the AK-47. That should spell the end of the round.
Yeah, with no kids here, the bomb going down a 4-on-2. Oh, make it a 3-on-1. And there's a couple of quick frags come in. Dupree, last player remaining. We said Astralis normally do find troubles on this map. It comes into that map more often than it used to these days. I think, obviously, with the removal of Dust 2 and stuff like that, they need to try and play it a bit more, but I'm still not convinced by it. It seems to be one of those maps that they're playing amazing Counter-Strike on the day. They can just about get away with it, but throughout the years of Astralis and this team as a whole, even back in the TSM days, I remember casting a view back in the original PGL season, and they looked very weak on it throughout, but still on this map, they kind of just work with them, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But it was done when the reskinning was done for
What has happened there?
Did that really just hit?
I wasn't really looking.
No way.
Where's that gone?
That was from spawn through the top of the roof in as if things couldn't go from bad to worse. That is play of the year. Just put that in. That is the epitome of this game. I'm kind of being a little bit facetious with play of the year, but that is a sick shot. That is so incredible and so lucky all at once.
There's the bullet hole, man. Look at my screen.
Oh, no, I saw it. That was straightforward, clean. Absolutely insane.
Well, let's get back into the round. Still a 3-on-3 there. I'm pulling it back somewhat. A bit of a misspray there from Zipex. Shocks takes him down. A-site open. And Astralis just looking at 6s and 7s there. What a way to open up round number 12. I haven't actually seen that work out for anyone. I've seen people attempt it before, but never hit it cleanly like that. Kiabi getting even more unlucky here. It's a good ding, but he might not get the kill, but there it is. Finally comes in. 2-on-2 now. It's up to Kiabi and Dupree, but Kiabi blind takes a bit of damage there from the Molotov.
Flashes in. Kenny's going to go back through the doorway. And it's Kiabi that starts to swing in, finds body. So despite that early shot, there's a chance they still don't win the round, but it's Kenny S. He's got the first already, doesn't realize they're both coming from the same direction, and Dupree will put the shot in that matters most to win the second round for Astralis. Now, they win this round, but only one stays alive.
Body's trying it again. No. Oh, no! He did it again!
Oh, no way. No way. You can't possibly do that twice in a row. He's got the lineup perfect, and they walk into it twice. That is... Wow. Wow. I'm going to do that every match. That is the, miss every shot, you don't take 1 in a million, and he does it twice. 2 different players, same spot.
I have never seen anything like it.
He's got to be just grinning from ear to ear. You remember that game when he crossed over to B and Dust 2 and Guardian hit him at doors every time? This is like his payback. This is his version of a mid-pick.
Oh, God. What can you say? Breaks my heart to see him up, but I love it at the same time. 5-on-4 now. He said it's a rough round for Astralis, considering only one player survived. Device needs to step up here. Kenny S, though, has been his nemesis throughout this campaign, and we'll see whether finally he can maybe shut him down. Good incendiary to buy him some time, and Zipex, though, only gets 1 kill here. Make it 2 now of the UMP. Needs to do a little bit more, though. Only got the silenced USP. Needs to reload the SMG. Not going to happen. 3-on-2, and this could spell disaster as MBK finds the 4th frag. Glaive now, 3 versus 1. The UMP, no kip. This is not going to happen for him, I'm afraid. And it's going to be a full reset for Astralis and maybe a 13-2 half.
Chances he gets a 3rd?
I don't think they'll go anywhere near that position anymore for that. That's insane. Do you think, why is it Body doing it twice in a row? He's like, guys, I've got something
He just must know the lineup. He just must know the lineup. There is a little, knot in the wood.
Yeah.
And that's where it happens from. The second time, he was actually slightly low of it. That's ridiculous. Chat went nuts the first time. I'm watching it right now, and people are just going
Vac, I imagine. Yeah.
This is unbelievable. Buy a lottery ticket, Body.
to try and challenge mid at the start. It's a very advantageous area to have control of. It's difficult, right? It comes down to just horrible timings. It looks like we do have the bomb towards B.
MBK, I wasn't sure he was going to spot Glaive getting that close, but you're right. Bomb over toward B. Xyp9x has won Kenny toward the squeaky door. They're going to try and sell this fake, and they've done it. They've already left the B site. Body's the only one left here. Checkery's going to call now. Hang on, guys. I've got company. There's 3 in here with me. Thankfully, he finds the first. But the bomb's still going to make a plant. Body continuing to be impressive. dupreeh has to bail on the plant to go aggressive and try and take the fight instead. He'll force Body back, try and bait him out with shots. Body finds a third, though. And dupreeh finally thinks for a second he might be safe enough to plant the bomb. Taps it again, forces them in. Good headshot. And it's a 2 versus 1. Apex making his way back over. Body with all 3 kills has given them a massive chance. It's Apex that has to close it. Can't quite do so.
A forced buy from the French side. Body with the UMP after getting 3 kills. He obviously gets an extra $900. So SMG for him. And an opening kill from Apex. Why not?
A spray through the door from Xyp9x will take down Apex immediately after those. So they do still have the man advantage, though. Put out flames pretty much everywhere on the site. Both sides of quad, but not at the fence. Because they've already got a dead body there. They can't imagine it stacked. Look at that shot from Kenny. Again fast as he hits Xyp9x down. Body takes Glaive back. But it's Shocks versus 2 with smoke down, gap in it to try and spot around. Gap was aware from dupreeh.
Yeah,
he's trying to stay forward. He's going to re-smoke that. Bounce in. They're not going to see it. The smoke in front of them all and the player above will take him down. Kirby's role to find that. They knew they had the flash in front, so Kenny couldn't do much beforehand in the smoke tunnel as well. Xyp9x blocked by his teammate ever so slightly. It won't matter too much.
Textbook sort of round to bring to the table. Like we said, in these first gun rounds, the CTC limited.
Except for that. The lack of smoke that was in toward tree.
No kits now. Now the round's over. They might as well save the weapons. That's fine. You keep your 3 weapons alive. It's going to be perfectly acceptable, but you can see Astralis there had a set piece ready to go from the get-go of that round. The CTs, they force spawn that second round. Then we had to hold us off. We get that bomb down nice and early. We get the trades going on. They could have a rough time retaking that B site, which is exactly the case here. Kenny is unable to do anything into this round. He'll be saving his AWP, sure, and they will be able to buy into the next round if they keep all 3 players alive. But Astralis now finding the first gun. And they probably will go hunting. I can see 1 player towards highway. That's Kiabi. He doesn't fully commit just yet. Device looking in T-spawn. I don't think they'll find anyone here as Apex cowers behind the van in CT spawn. He'll be staying alive for now. So they can drop over some UMPs and get 5 players equipped with weaponry here. 4-0 Astralis. Here we go.
Yeah, that's big. Big start. Exactly what they need. We said it was possible. CT side for G2. 1 op in the hands of Kenny. Cheeky wall bangs. Did I use cheeky right?
In what sense? What
cheeky wall bangs, like Body's wall bangs.
Body, that was a cheeky wall bang.
Cheeky.
That definitely falls under your
See,
cheeky.
I told you I was paying for Passion London School for a reason. I London well.
Papito.
Apex through the smokes, crisscross smokes as well, so they could have tried to push vents on those, but he's inside of it with a counter smoke of his own. That's going to give him good position. They get the first kill. Oh, Body swings out. Hello, gets 1. Kenny, therefore, gets them pulled in toward his scope. Finds the first kill. Bomb gets dropped as a result of this as well. And getting back middle, Device has to be a little bit careful. Thankfully, they've gotten the first kill onto Apex, and it's Shocks that's rotated back in toward the 8-side forklift. But Kenny is still a factor in this, and a little bit of information. Spots the elbow sticking around the corner. Device, if he could slip in, could try and catch off the angle. And I think he was just spotted by Kenny.
Oh, Kenny, this is risky.
He's going to stay scoped in, I think, the whole run up. I'm not sure if we can see that. Shocks, meanwhile, though, could get the bomb down, does. Gun in front of him, needs to hit the headshots, can't, but Kenny's taking Device. He stayed scoped in, rather. Zoomed in to try and catch him off to not make noise. And Xyp9x is thinking about going back the other direction, but he wants to get to A instead. The problem is the exact positioning right now of Kenny. He leaves B, plays at Z, can cover off the site, but the smoke down is going to reveal he's absolutely going in. And Kenny will get closer and closer, and undoubtedly, that's English, use the AWP because Kenny loves to up close, but it's Xyp9x that goes aggressive instead and finds the kill. The opening kill is significant, the damage as well. This could be G2 finding the 14th round quickly.
Indeed. Kiabi, HP, like you pointed out, dupreeh has made it towards the vents, so they have mid-control at least, but Body once again looking to be a thorn in their side from the back of Checkers here. M4 in hand. Has got a smoke to extinguish the Molotov if it comes down to it. It's a very common Molotov position. It's holding the tight angle there as well. It looks like a B split. It's going to be very likely here. 45 seconds remaining, 2 players in B storage. 1 in the middle, 1 in the vents as well. dupreeh gives it away, and he might make his make here.
Body knows he's gone. Shocks to get one. Body's got the crossfire. They're baited into it. No idea. Bomb down on the site. Zipic's the only one left. Gets the first kill onto Kenny. Knows, though, that Body is in towards Checker, and doesn't even matter. Shocks peaks accordingly. 14-7. That, like, offside.
There it is, Device. It's fine. They're doing a default for now. They're not. It's when you execute to a site and then you realize the bomb's down. You're like, oh, for God's sake. Anyway, Kenny S with the first kill. I think that's through the door as well.
Never your fault either when it happens.
That was through the door.
I don't mean you specifically. I just mean your figuratively. But yes, it is through the door. Zipix has gone down there twice now.
5-on-4 match point. Apex towards that sandbag's position. We'll drop a smoke just to allow him to look above it. That's so nice from him. What a great play to find him in another frag and a double as well. That's beautiful counter strike from Apex. Round over, game done. 5-on-1. Glaive now, bomb in hand, but pretty much you can do with this. Might get a couple of kills, but that's going to be it. It's going to be GT walking away with cash as well.